Hey guys, so for the last week-ish or so, I've been thinking about the apocalypse. This is because, not like a biblical apocalypse, but I'll explain in a second. I was at work and my manager looks over to me and says, I wish a giant flare from the sun would come and take out all technology in the world, and then only the people with survival skills would survive. I mean, several million people would die, and that sucks, but we were never meant to have this many people on the earth. So I start thinking, and I would be one of those several million people to die. Thanks, buddy. So then I started thinking of a survival strategy, because really starving to death during the apocalypse or being killed in one of these things that I'm going to be bringing up is just not how I want to go. It might happen, but who knows. I realize that I have very little survival skills. Now, compared to a lot of younger people like my age, I have a lot, and I've learned a lot about how to survive out there, but compared to other people around here that are older than me, I am just a little piglet to be turned into bacon. But the thing is, you can't turn piglets into bacon because they have to be really big to turn into bacon, which is a good fact to know. Anyways, I can't do very much. Pretty much all I can do is offer you emotional support and make really good frosting. So, on the hierarchy of needs, I forget who made that chart, like the triangle chart where you need like food and shelter and all that stuff. Love and emotional support is pretty high up here, and so I'm not gonna be that much of a needed resource at this point. So I'm building my team of people who will help me and I will help them. So I have my outdoorsy friend who knows a lot about survival, and he is also somewhat emotional, so I can offer him emotional support and he can offer me protection because he knows how to do that stuff. Then I have Megan, and Megan knows how to shoot bows. We're gonna need a hunter and somebody who can shoot, and guns are going to be a big resource, but if we don't have them, bows and arrows, if you learn how, you can make those and use what's around you to make bows and arrows, to defend yourself, to hunt, all that stuff. So I need Megan. I haven't talked to Megan yet. Megan hasn't even signed up to join my team, but I'm taking her. Megan, because she can hunt and she can shoot. So the problem is, when all communication is gone via electronics, I'm not going to be able to text Megan and be like, yo, look outside, everything's gone and there's this massive apocalypse happening. No, we're going to have a place to meet up. So we're going to meet up in the middle of a river in kayaks, and I don't have a kayak yet, but we're getting kayaks. We need to get on that in case this apocalypse happens really soon. Because it might. Nobody knows. So I'm going to move on to food. I can cook, but I can't provide food. So what's going to need to happen is I'm going to have to make an underground chicken farm, and by underground I mean literally underground, so people cannot find it and rob us and kill our chickens, because people will be so desperate for food they're just going to try to kill all the chickens. But chickens can be used as a renewable food source, so we can eat the eggs, and then when they stop laying eggs we can let some hatch and then breed them. And I know people that know how to breed chickens, so I'm going to get one of them on my team. I know the basics of breeding chickens, just probably not enough to have an entire chicken farm, but I'll get somebody on board, and that will be a good way to maintain food. And okay, so something that disturbs me, because this is going to happen, because everybody will run out of food, because people will just be so desperate for food they will forget that food sources need to be cultivated, and they'll just eat everything, and they won't be smart about it. They'll just kill and eat everything and we won't have anything left. people are going to start turning to cannibalism. Now on this part, I'm safe because I am small and mostly made of fatty tissues, not muscle, which is what you would eat if you were eating a person. That's good to know, okay? So if you're the big guy in the group, the biggest guy, it's inevitable that your team is probably going to turn in on itself at some point. So take out the biggest guy in your group first, the most muscular, even if he does offer protection, because he will offer the most meat, and he's also probably your biggest threat. So take him out first. I don't have a big guy in my group yet, so I don't know who I'm taking out first. I couldn't kill anybody, so that's a problem. Now, medication. I don't know what I'm going to do about this because I'm on like 8 different medications, and I'm just not going to be able to have access to them, and I'm going to die. So ultimately, my part in this whole thing, I will get this team together and make sure all of my friends have a place and a role to play, and that they are safe and fed and taken care of. And then there's going to be a war because everybody is going to be fighting. They're going to make allies. And it's going to be a very, very messy war because everybody's going to be fighting for supplies. So I've decided after I get all of this set up, I will let my team sacrifice me to either the cannibals or to another party in this war, and make sure that you guys get what you need. If you need medicine, get medicine. Get things that you will use in the long run. And I'm pretty much useless, so don't worry about it. This is what I want you to do. I want you to sacrifice me because you do not need uselessness in your apocalypse team. And so I will have all of these ideas for you. Just keep me alive as long as you need me, and then sacrifice me for as much as possible. Okay? Alright, so this is my plan for the apocalypse. Thanks for watching. How do you plan to survive the apocalypse? I would love it if some of you would make like an actual response video. I know a lot of you aren't YouTubers, but I think it would be really cool if you all started replying with your faces and not just your hands. I love when you reply with your hands, but I'd like both. Do whatever. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day, and I hope you don't die in an apocalypse anytime soon. And if you do, I'll probably be dead just as soon as you are. So, thanks and bye.